Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I wanted to do a special pick a card today because we are in the eclipse sandwich as we speak, in between the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius and the full moon total lunar eclipse in Virgo. I hope I did say solar, the first one. So the first is the solar eclipse and the second a lunar eclipse. And as we know, eclipses bring fated events. They bring a lot of destined changes, oftentimes very, very important key moments in our lives. So I wanted to come up and do this pick a card for you guys because I know I have this feeling that a lot is shifting, and especially with the eclipse, the first one that we just had. As I'm filming this, it was yesterday in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of frequency, of energy. There was a huge buildup of energy in the sign of Aquarius. So definitely a big timeline shift for all of us. So, and of course, it's going to manifest differently in our lives. I wanted to do this little special pick a card in order to guide you in what's going to unfold in your lives. So do pick a card that resonates with what you are experiencing at the moment, or just the energy of the card, and we will look into more details about what will be unfolding. And of course, like, we can't expect things to move suddenly on the actual dates of the eclipses. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but it's totally normal. So these are like the biggest shifts in the energy and the frequency that we are experiencing, and then the events in our material realities do follow the energy changes. As you guys know, everything is energy, and it starts with the energy shifting, and then the actual events and material things in our lives are also shifting. So it could be in the next few days, it could be in the next weeks, it can be the next month. So just keep in mind that it will be like a period of change. And I would give it like a month after the second eclipse to really see what is unfolding in regards with that pick a card and the eclipses. And the second eclipse is on March 3rd. So I would give it like the whole month of March also to be seeing the effects of those eclipses. So here we go. I hope you had time to select your card, and we will go ahead and dive into the reading for pile 1. So I'm actually having like a different setup, as you can see. Still in Dominican Republic. So I will keep those cards here just to make sure. So this is going to be the reading for pile 1. So you chose the rose. And on that card, it says, love is radiated around you. So I will go forward and pull cards for you guys. And then I have a couple of different decks here in front of me. So let's see what I'm being guided to pull for you. So pile 1, let's see what is going to unfold for you with the eclipses, this eclipse season. So you might feel like you have a special connection, as I'm saying that, with the heart right now. Things unfolding in matters of love, of romance, general frequency. So I think I will keep this one maybe here. Yeah, let's do that. And then, as I was talking about love, here we are. We have the card of partnership. We have the South Node card. I will pull another one from this deck. And of course, I'm pulling here from this one here, the Queendom of Heaven Oracle deck that I created. Super happy with this deck, super proud of it. I use it daily, and I have to say it's a very powerful one. I'm really proud of this deck. So let's pull another card for you guys, pile 1, to see what is going to be unfolding for the eclipses. And then probably other ones that I think, ooh. Okay. And I will also pull tarot cards if we have space. So okay. have to move my setup here. Can we see? Yeah. And then another one for South Node. And then another one. Oh, okay. Wow, pile one. I love this reading for you already. Okay, so what is going to be unfolding for you guys? First of all, a lot of destined events regarding partnerships. Whoops, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So you selected intuitively the card that talks about the heart chakra, which is the rose, and it talks about love. It talks about like your frequency, how you're emitting the love frequency around you. So I feel like you're in a very open space in regards with your heart is very open at the moment. So you are really able to, you are in the right place and the right frequency to attract very beneficial experiences for you. So first of all, I see that there's partnerships. There will be developments regarding partnerships, and it says that you are ready to welcome something of great value that will make you very much fulfilled emotionally. You are really in the right place. You have like emotional maturity. You worked on yourself. And for some, it's going to be love related. I feel like for most of you who are watching this reading, it's going to be love related. But for other people, it can also be, if you are already in a relationship, it could be like a new phase of your relationship that will be a lot more fulfilling emotionally, because the Queen of Cups is here, and the Queen of Cups is very connected to her emotions. She's very connected with the feminine energy, and she's able to receive a lot more love. She's able to receive a lot more pleasure, a lot more happiness. So this is really beautiful here. And for those who don't feel like it's talking about love, it could also be like you're going to connect with people who are very much connected to your soul. So on the card of Libra, it says connect with the other, mirroring partnership. So you're going to connect with other souls that are going to feel like you are very heart connected and very heart centered. It's going to feel very good. So you're going to have like a lot of experiences coming, and it's going to start with the period of the eclipses, where you can fully connect in a very powerful way with other people, and it's going to feel very good. Those are very positive experiences that you're about to have, whether it's love, whether it's friendship, whether it's professional collaborations. For some, it could also be like, I feel for most it's going to be love related, because like you selected the rose also, which tells me that your heart is very much ready to experience to give love and to receive love. And the Queen of Cups is going to receive a lot of this love. So I love this pile because it's talking about receiving abundance. And we're going to get there with the Ten of Pentacles. So you're fully ready to receive a lot of positive experiences in your field, a lot of abundance. And a lot of it is love. And a lot of it too is like opportunities to connect with other people. It's very much community, friendship, and love, which I think is amazing. And then if we move here on the pile in the center, it talks about like an experience is about to leave your life. And I feel like it's connected with work. So there's something that you are, like an experience that you are outgrowing at the moment. And the South Node is very much talking about eclipses, because we have eclipses either close to the North Node or the South Node. And the first one on February 17 is a North Node eclipse, and then the second one on March 3rd is a South Node eclipse. So I feel like you're going to have like a powerful experience or a message that's going to happen around the second eclipse on March 3rd, on and around those days, where you're liberating an experience from your life that has to do with work or responsibilities. I feel like for most of you, it's going to be related with work. For some, it could be a boss, an authority figure, or a man, like a king of wands type of individual that you used to work with, collaborate with, or it's a job or it's a particular responsibility, but you're letting that go because you're ready to embody more self-love. And I was talking about love and the rose, which is the card you selected, and it talks about, of course, it talks about love and relationships, but also it talks about self-love. And because you are in that very good place at the moment where you are giving yourself a lot more self-love, a lot more compassion, a lot more time to integrate whatever is happening in your life at the moment, I feel like it's because of that change in frequency, which is very much positive, that you are able to receive more love, have more self-love, but also release an experience that is no longer aligned with your experience and your frequency. So there will be something leaving your experience that will be making space for a lot more abundance. Let me pull another card surrounding, like, what is this experience leaving your life? Okay, so we have the Numb card. I don't know where I'm gonna put that. Let's see, let's put that here. I'm gonna pull another. What's this experience? Okay. So I have the Summer card. So what I see here is it was an experience where you didn't feel free, is what I'm hearing. It's like you had an experience where you had to repress a lot of emotions, repress a lot of anger, because maybe it's a work that you were very much annoyed by it, or a boss. There's something that was creating a lot of frustration in that experience, and you had to keep it in with the Numb card. And or someone that was very much like bossy or controlling, and you had like internalized a lot of that anger towards yourself. And it's saying that by liberating this experience, you're going to feel a lot more happiness and freedom to connect with, like, and isn't it interesting that we have like a water card, Summer, which is like the yin energy and the flow of life. So it was blocking the flow of life for you, like this ebb and flow. Like a lot of experiences couldn't get to you because you were holding in, like, and repressing a lot of emotions. And now that you're letting that experience go, you're allowed to, like, the ebb and flow of life is back on track, is what I'm hearing. It's like it can flow again, and you're going to be able to receive, because like the water is coming to us, right? So it was probably like an unfair situation where you felt like maybe you were overworked, you had to do with difficult personalities, and you had to repress a lot of your true self in order to fit in that situation for a while. But now it's like this is ending with the South Node, with this eclipse season. This situation is ending, and you are getting back a lot of your power with, we had the King of Wands underneath those cards. So it's asking you a lot of strength, but it's going to be very, very much worth it. And probably you have an idea of what the situation is by now. So with this liberation, and which is interesting because with eclipses season, we always have like a new portal of energy where we're ready to receive newness in our lives, but also we have a portal of liberation of things that we're letting go. So both happen kind of simultaneously with eclipse seasons, and that's what you are also personally experimenting with, creating the space to receive a lot more love, positive emotional experiences, but also letting go of a lot of frustration, anger, hard emotions that were connected to a situation, an unfair situation. And then look at that, how beautiful this is. We have the Leo card and it says, get ready to shine like never before. Isn't it beautiful? And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. I don't think it gets any more beautiful than this reading. So basically it's like you're letting go of an experience that didn't allow your light to shine fully, but it was part of your journey, so don't feel bad about whatever you accepted or dealt with. It's totally fine. But it's just saying that now you've shifted your frequency completely and you are ready to let others see you as the true, authentic you. And that will bring a lot of love into your life. So we have the 2 cards of romance here. Leo, which is the 5th house, romance, and Libra, which is a sign of the 7th house and the sign of committed relationships. So there will be, like, your eclipse season is going to be marked by a lot of important connections and relationships. And it could also be community, like finding your soul tribe, feeling aligned with the people around you. For a lot of you, that will resonate. And I feel like for most of you also, the love theme is going to be very important. And you're going to really set this stage to align with your soulmates. And I'm saying that plural because I think it will be, for a lot of you, romantic, but for a lot of you also it will be friendships, collaborations. 10 of Pentacles could also be professional collaboration, because like you're letting go of a part of yourself that was repressed, and now you're stepping into your authentic light with Leo. And so you're attracting the right people into your field. You have a lot of light. You're letting a lot of light shine with this eclipse season, which I think is beautiful. And the first eclipse is in the sign of Aquarius, which is the sign of the community, of friendships. So you're connecting with, for some it could be also a new audience, I'm hearing. If you are, let's say you're working with clients, if you are on social media, so you will be attracting a lot of new fans, a lot of people that really align with your experience or your personality, your frequency. Yeah. And so interesting that the second eclipse is Virgo, which is very connected to work. And I feel like that's what you're letting go of, an old responsibility or work experience. Wow. So get ready for beautiful surprises, because I feel like you're trusting in the universe, which is probably the best place to be at the moment. But you have no idea like how good it's going to get. Get ready to shine like never before. So let me read that for you, because I feel like I have to read it. Let's do that. Okay, so the Leo card, get ready to shine like never before. Keywords: expression, creativity, children, hobbies, joy, love, romance, authenticity. And it's connected with the sun. Ooh, so we have Venus, which is a planet ruling Libra. Then we have the South Node, and then we have the Sun. And I feel also guided to say that for some of you, for most of you, the eclipse season is going to be connected with someone you have a lot of past lives with, a lot of karma. And either you're letting that go, that experience, that connection, you're letting it go with the eclipse season, or there's going to be a renewal for some. And it could also be both. It could be like there's a karmic relationship that's ending while someone from the past is also returning. So, and again, it could be romantically, it could be professionally, spiritually, but there's this idea of like a past life relationship that's very much in the focus right now. Okay, going back to reading the Leo card. So the universe is preparing you to take a center stage role. You are being asked to shine more of your authentic light by using any of your special gifts. May it be your creativity, your looks, your voice, your style, or your very unique presence. The world needs more people like you, unafraid to let their aura become larger than life. Leo is the artist, the creative, the leader, the inspiration. It inspires all the beings around to also step into their own authentic light, radiating love and joy. A creative project could require your attention now because you could be asked to shine your light in that way too. Leo is also the sign of creative projects and businesses because it is something that must be born through you, initiated by a creative spark. You are asked to step into a new role, celebrating the birth of a new endeavor. Okay, and an additional message came through also for this pile that if you have a business, you could see like a very beautiful success, a breakthrough with this eclipse season, because Leo is also the sign of if you have a creative project, a baby, a business. So you could see like reaching a new audience, having a total success with that. And if you don't have yet a business, this could be a very good time to be aligning with the right people, the right clients, the right audience to start whatever you want to start. But I feel for most of you, it's already started, with the 10 of Pentacles being sort of a completion card, rewards sort of cards of like having done hard work and now being able to reap the rewards of that work. So do expect beautiful abundance in all forms coming your way. Love, the right partners, the right relationships, financial abundance as well, inspiration with the Leo card. This is very, very beautiful. So I'm sending you so much love, pile one. I hope you have an amazing eclipse season. And I'm not even worried for you guys because you have such beautiful cards. So I'm sending you all my love. If you appreciated that reading, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me and the channel grow. So thank you very much in advance. And do make sure also you are subscribed. I will be posting some more. And also looking forward to read your comments if this reading resonated for you. If you'd like me to do other ones, if you have ideas about specific topics you'd like me to read for, let me know in the comments. And thank you again for commenting because that also helps the algorithm of YouTube. So thank you so much for being here. And now we are going to read for pile 2. So let me get that here. So pile 2, let's put it here. Okay, pile 2. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So let's see what's coming up for you. What is unfolding in your life with this eclipse season? So you, first of all, you have selected this card right here, which is the coral card. And it says sacred co-creation and inspiration. So it's right away telling me that you're going to feel very much inspired to create new things, to also download a lot of ideas and manifest them into tangible reality. So this is like a beautiful manifestation card. So let's see what you're about to manifest for this eclipse season. Okay, we have one card here. gonna pull 2 other ones from this deck, and of course I'm using the Queendom of Heaven Oracle deck that I created with Maison Jupiter. So second card for pile 2, please. And third card for pile 2. Ooh. Okay. So pile 2, you are, and I will be pulling also tarot cards, but you are definitely moving along your mission with this eclipse season. And there's a new quest beginning for you guys. And let's pull tarot cards also. So one for Mother Mary. Ooh. One for Aries, please. And don't be scared, I'm going to explain it all. And then another one for Inanna, which is my card. So I'm with you guys, pile 2. With my soul and heart. Okay. Okay. And maybe another one, because I don't like to end on the 10 of Wands. Another one with 10 of Wands, please. Okay, wow. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, guys, here I feel like you are having a more challenging time with this eclipse season. And you're probably already aware of what's going on and what is kind of the general, let's say, tapestry of what's going on in your life at the moment. But the universe is really putting you in a pressure cooker at the moment, because they want you to really go outside your comfort zone and to take action and be courageous. Courageous is a word that is coming for both like the Aries card and the Inanna card, which talks also, it says, a sacred quest begin, develop strength and courage. So the universe is really wanting you to develop strength and courage with this eclipse season. So it's, I feel like for most of you, it's not easy what's coming through. You are, and let's begin here. So the Mother Mary card is a beautiful card of spirituality, of being totally devoted to the divine. And we have underneath the devil. So how, interesting this combination. So I feel like you're very much tested at the moment. Your guides, the universe is very much testing you with, let's say, temptations or illusions of karmic partners, maybe offers of making more money, of using, let's say, of partying, using substances, of connecting with people that are not aligned with your purpose, your energy. So you are being very much tested at the moment. So there's a lot of, let's say, interference in your experience at the moment, because like the ultimate goal of that is for you to go back to your heart, yourself, your priorities, your mission. And the universe is like wanting to test you because they want to make sure that you are redevoting your time, your energy to yourself, your mission, your connection to the divine, is what I'm hearing. So this is all happening because they want you to go full circle and come back to the center, which is the heart, the soul, as you can see on this card, which is a very powerful card. So you have like, you're having like basically a spiritual initiation, which is huge. Very, very interesting. So I feel like for most of you selecting pile 2, you are very much in spirituality. either you work with spiritual topics or you have a spiritual type of work, or you are very spiritual yourself, very much tapped in. Is it the word? Um, what else? I'm going to pull some other cards for that devil card. What's going on here with the devil card? Okay. So we have the observer card. Okay. I don't like to, like, don't be fearful because I feel, oh, and then we have the end card. Okay, so that's good. Don't be fearful because I feel like the overall message is not negative at all. And I feel like you're already aware of this darkness here. And it says like observer and then the end. So I feel like basically you had a target on your back for, like, let's just say dark forces, people that were envious, or because you have like a big mission and you're probably on the verge of doing something big. So you probably had like a lot of hurdles, a lot of challenges on your way, because you were first being tested, but also second because you had a target on your back. But it's saying here that it's the end of that. So like you were being watched. So I would just advise to continue if you have like any sort of daily protection ritual. Really enforce that it's like the end of this with the eclipse season. It's going to end like this period of big challenges that you were experimenting. There's another form of challenge coming, but it's going to be different. So here the universe is really pushing you to not, you know, like, and I'm sure you're not that type of person, but like not be like, oh, this is all happening to me, poor me. I'm sure you're not that type of person, but it's like quite the contrary. The universe wants you to fight back, basically, to be like, oh, it's going to make me even stronger, whatever has happened to me. The Aries card is saying assert yourself, take action, build your empire. So I feel like, and the Page of Swords is very much a communication card, so I feel like you have something bold to share with the world. You have a message. If you are on social media, if you've been thinking about going on social media, this is your message. There's something about communication that you need to really take the step into that direction. You have like something to, and boundaries to assert also is another message that's coming through. Boundaries to assert. You really have to assert your limits and your boundaries, and take action with all your strength, all your courage. Because like if you're, for example, saying to someone like, I will no longer accept this type of behavior, not only is it setting your boundary for that particular person, but also for like the universe, you know, like this message will be reverberating through space and time. So whatever you feel like you need to assert as far as like boundary, limit, just have in mind that it's even more powerful than you think, because it's going to reverberate a lot wider than you think. So for a lot of you, you have something to start, like the universe is like giving you big downloads at the moment because you have something to create. You have a message to share. Yes, as we're talking about communication. And it's probably something that requires of you a lot of strength, a lot of courage, because there's some kind of fear of not doing it right or not being the right person to share that message. But the universe is saying, no, it's part of the challenge, but you're up to it. You have a very important message. So for a lot of you, it's going to be social media related, or to have a conversation with someone to assert your boundaries. And then the third card is my card, which is Inanna, and it says the sacred quest begins. Develop strength and courage. And underneath we have the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. Oof. So I don't know if like some of you are in some kind of legal battles at the moment, or if you are like, it's kind of saying like you are at the end of a really rough experience, and it's part of the lesson to be fighting for what's yours, is what I'm hearing. And it's like, for you, the eclipse season is all about building your inner strength. So whatever you feel like you have to do, but like you feel like, I don't really feel like it, I don't know if I'm up for it, I don't know if you have enough energy, have enough strength, enough power. Yes, you do. This whole eclipse season is testing you, because your guides and the universe is wanting you to fight, because it's like also by doing that, you're also giving the message that you are feeling worthy enough for what's to come. And whatever you need to build, whatever you need to create, is valuable enough for you to fight for it. Oof, this is a strong message, a very powerful pile. So don't despair, because the 10 of Wands is saying like you're at the end of that fight that you're battling. And it's going to open up a brand new portal where, and it says a sacred quest begins, where you will have a lot more co-creational abilities. You're going to be able to have a lot more power, create from a totally different place of manifestation, is what I'm hearing. Let's pull another card for you, a guidance card. A guidance card for this eclipse season, please. For pile 2. Okay. Okay, I like that. So Libra card is talking about you're going to have a lot of people helping you along this quest. You're going to be sent like the right people at the right time. You're going to have the right help to help you move forward. Like, for example, if you're in a legal battle, you're going to have like the right help with the right lawyer, or someone is going to send you, for example, a testimony or a contact. So you're going to be helped, and not only by your guides, like of course you're helped by your guides, but also with people here in this realm that are going to be helping you with tangible actions. So, and don't be afraid to ask for help is also another message that I'm getting. People are wanting to help you. People are wanting to be by your side for that sacred quest, that sacred battle. And what is this other message that I'm hearing? Don't worry, you're going to have the right person next to you too for that battle, and it's the end. It's soon is the end, and we have the end card. Soon is the end. You are being tested because there's something big coming. You have to create something very big that has to do with your life mission, that has to do with your service to the divine. So they had to make sure that you were strong enough for that next chapter. But you're going to have their help. You're not going to do that alone. Oof. That's a big message. Let me know if you resonate with that. Let me know in the comments. And also do make sure you hit the like if you appreciated that. Pile 2, I'm sending you a lot of love, strength, courage. But I know you are very courageous already. You have a big mission. You have something big to accomplish. Keep moving forward. The universe is wanting you to know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and you are very strong, and your guides are very proud of you. And do think about the message that you have to share with other people, or the conversation that you need to have in order to assert yourself, in order to give the message to the universe that you understood this lesson, and now you will have stronger boundaries moving forward. Woo! I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have an amazing eclipse season, and I hope this energy is soon off of your shoulders so that you can create beautiful stuff with that card, with the coral. And I feel like reading this card for you before we go. So let me do that before we go. And I keep pushing that thing. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's read that. The coral. I feel like this is the message we have to end on for this pile 2 intense reading. So the coral, sacred co-creation and inspiration. Keywords: magnetizing, manifesting, inspiration, co-creation, creativity, downloads, connection with the divine, recognition. The coral is giving the ability to magnetize what we are manifesting. It is a powerful conductor of energy, which allows us to connect with the divine and open up space for a direct line of communication. Ooh! And plus we have the Mother Mary card, which is very much also an open portal with the divine. So interesting. So you are very, very tapped in, pile 2. And you will receive a lot of information with that eclipse season. You will then have the ability to call in experiences, soulmates, inspiration, and downloads. So to me, like, I hear like final battle. Well, you know, like it's never really final, but like for this particular lesson or period of time. If you pull this card, you are being guided to open up space for connection with the divine in order to call into your experience what you desire. The coral has the ability to reunite you with like-minded souls and experiences with frequencies that resonate with yours. The universe will send into your experience what is best needed for the next step of your spiritual journey and personal growth journey. By tuning into this co-creation process consciously, you have the ability to participate in this divine creation along with the divine. Have fun getting a glimpse of the creator's job. Wow, isn't that interesting? So for you, for some of you also, you could be sent like a partner, either to build like a project or a life partner, because it's also talking in this description about magnetizing like-minded souls into your experience. And we had the Libra card earlier. So whatever you need to do as far as your like next step on your mission, you're going to connect with the right people. The right people will be sent to you. Oof. And it's all about like, take some time to meditate, to connect with the divine, because you like, especially between the eclipses, you have a direct line with the universe and with your guides. So use that power, use that blessing. Oops, just lost my mic. Sending you so much love, pile 2. You are strong. You are very, very powerful. You are very spiritually protected, and have an amazing eclipse season. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to know what you are experiencing. This seems very interesting. Okay, so we will be diving into pile 3. So if you chose this pile, you chose the Iris, which is the card of having faith, of beautiful blessings coming. And let's see what is coming up for you, what will be unfolding in your experience for this eclipse season for pile 3. Whoa! We have a card flying by, which is the Moon, a Selene card. And then what will be unfolding for you in your experience with this eclipse season? Pile 3. What will be unfolding in your experience? Okay. We have an eclipse card. What will be unfolding in your life for this eclipse season? Pile 3. What will be unfolding. Another card, please. Ooh, Taurus card. And then I will pull tarot cards underneath those oracle cards. And forgot to say here, but I'm using the Queendom of Heaven oracle deck for those cards here, which is the one that I created. I love it very, very much. I use it every day. And then we will pull tarot cards, one for Celine. Okay. Another card for solar eclipse, please. Oh, okay. And another card for Taurus, please. I never know which way to put this card. Here. Okay. And then I will pull another one for... Okay. Sorry about that. Did I just mess my setup? I did. No! And you can see my my feet. Okay, let's try to work with that here. So, pile 3. I feel like a lot of you have experienced difficult mental states recently, especially with the really intense Aquarian energy that we had, because we have Selene card, which is the card of nurturing, and the moon is the ruler. The moon is all about our emotional state. It can be about our fears, our traumas. And we have like the Nine of Swords, which is a card that talks a lot about anxiety, about waking up in the middle of the night, stressing, having a lot of stressful energy. So it's telling me that emotionally it was a hard period recently. There was a lot to stress for, and it's really hard to feel grounded for you at the moment, or it was really hard to feel grounded and to feel safe, which is also the moon. So you felt like probably like your nervous system was in overdrive because you didn't feel safe, or there was a situation that you feel was attacking you or that was threatening your safety. And maybe it's more like on, let's say, unconscious or subconscious, but it's definitely here with the cards. So it was a series also of changes. Some of you could have moved or have like had a lot of anxiety because you had like changes, maybe place of living with the moon, maybe living situation. For some, it could also be like the end of, let's say, or just a separation or a conflict with family member, which is the moon, a partner, family member, siblings, mother, which is the moon. So there was something that was causing a lot of stress and anxiety in your experience. And just want to revert back to this one right here because it says have faith. Beautiful blessings are coming. So like you were faced with the unknown. So that's why a lot of stress and anxiety was probably in your field, or is still. But because you don't really know where you're going, there's like a lot of unknown in your experience at the moment. So that's why like here the universe is saying have faith, connect with the divine, because beautiful things are coming, but you don't know them yet. So that's why you're stressed out. Here, interestingly enough, we have one of the 2 eclipse cards in the deck that came up. So it's here to say that the eclipse that we had on the 17th of February was something very pivotal for you. There was like a very important pivot of energy. And it says here on the card, a faith in new beginning is brought to you. And a solar eclipse is a new moon eclipse. And this new moon eclipse, this particular one on February 17th, was a North Node eclipse. But it's interesting that underneath it we have Eight of Cups. So our North Node eclipse is usually more like we're journeying towards the future, towards a new experience, towards something that we never did before. But at the same time, we're sorry about that, guys. I'm here in the nature trying to record this video. But at the same time, we have the Eight of Cups, which talks about like you're letting something behind, like you're ready to journey and to leave something behind in order to go for more emotional fulfillment. So interesting. So you're opening up a new phase in your experience where you know you're going to be happier, but you need to let go of something. It could be a relationship, it could be a place of living, it could be an experience, but you're letting it go because you, and this pile is talking a lot about emotional fulfillment, a lot about emotions. So I think for most of you, it's going to talk about relationships or like feeling connected to a place. And you feel like this eclipse season is bringing like major changes for you because we have an eclipse card. So you're personally being activated in your chart. So do also look at, I'm pretty sure like the one or two or both eclipses are probably hitting your chart like in very personal ways. So maybe you have like planets or angles at 28-degree Aquarius and 12-degree Virgo. Is it 12-degree Virgo? It's close to that. So you're very, like the universe is shifting you in big ways for this eclipse. And it's saying like you have like a new opportunity for a new experience, but it's asking of you to let go of something that feels familiar and something that feels safe. So that's why you're stressing so much, because like you have to make some form of like sacrifice, which is not a big sacrifice, but it's in the sense that it's something that you feel like is familiar, you feel safe, you feel like it's something that your souls know very much. And now you're like, the universe is like, nope, you're going this way where you don't know where you're going and you're experiencing something new. So there's a journey coming. For some, it could also be a job. I don't feel like it's the majority of you, but for some of you, it could be a job also. For a lot of you, I think it's also connected with the land. So you're leaving like one place of living or one particular situation of living because you're ready to upgrade your experience. And then we have the Taurus card, which is super interesting. And it says, abundance is my natural state. I invest in myself. Yeah, I'm feeling like a lot of you are physically going to move. Either a trip or relocation, or you're changing place of living. There's something with the land here, like you need to connect with a particular land, a particular place, because you're going to feel inspired, you're going to feel replenished, you're going to feel recharged. And this is where like the abundance is going to be able to come for you. Like there's a particular place that you need to be in for this eclipse season. So it might, for some it will be temporary, for some it will be permanent. But there's a place, a particular place connected with nature that your soul is like saying, I need to be there because it will help you unblock abundance blockages. Because you have been put on hold for a while here with the Hangman, and something can, like some form of blessing can get to you, and now like you're being like placed somewhere else where now the universe is saying like, yes, now like you're gonna be able to receive my blessings. Remember here, beautiful blessings are coming. but it's gonna feel stressful because it's something that you've probably never done before, and there's a lot of unknown coming with this situation. But it's like you have a blockage that's being removed, but it's asking of you to be courageous and go into the unknown, even though you don't know what's going to be there for you, but you need to go on that journey because there's a lot more emotional fulfillment coming. And here I pulled an extra card for you, and it's the Knight of Cups. So it's an opportunity coming for you that's going to make you happy, which is something that you desired for a long time. For some, it could be love. For some, it could be inspiration, creativity, a business, a creative project, a business opportunity for some. But for most of you, I feel like it's just connected with your happiness. Let's pull other cards about what's going to be unblocked with this eclipse season for you. What's going to be unblocked? Oh, okay. So we have the Crossroad card, which talks about like you're going to be put in a position where you have choices for where you could go, where you could live, what you could do as far as a project, as far as a job. And we have the Admired card. I'm going to put them in the order that they were pulled. So this one and then this one. So it's like, I feel like you were playing it small, is what I'm hearing. It's like you were kind of like hiding. And at the bottom of the deck, we have a reinvention. So I'm going to keep that one. It's like you were playing it too small and you were kind of hiding. And it wasn't, let's say, for some it could be professional, for some it could be emotional. Let's say, for example, you're single and you'd like to meet someone, but you were not going out of your house. You were living in a place where, like, you know, in the country where you had no neighbors. And basically you were not like helping the universe help you, is what I'm getting. And for some, which it could be professional, it's like you have some kind of talent or something, some kind of mission that you want to fulfill, but you were playing it small, like you don't want to be public, you didn't want to show your face. And now the universe is like, they had to change your environment in order for you to be seen more, in order for you to be happier, connected to what you like to do. So this change is also connected with reconnecting with stuff you love to do that inspire you, because like there was a block in your abundance. There was a blockage in your abundance and your ability to receive and your ability to feel connected with Mother Earth. And now you will have like many opportunities coming to you, and this ability also to reinvent yourself, to reinvent what you do. So I know for a lot of you it's going to also be professional. What else? So this eclipse season is going to bring choices and opportunities for you. So for a lot of you, you could have like different options for a new place of living, or traveling, but there's like definitely, like I see a move, a change in your environment, because you have to be more visible, you have to be more emotionally and energetically connected with the land where you are in order. Sorry about this noise, there's some crazy people driving here. It's like it wasn't allowing you to feel abundant and to feel connected to Mother Earth. So now there will be a change here that will allow you, and a big change, because remember we had the eclipse card, that will allow you to feel recognized, to feel happy, to feel inspired, to have more financial abundance coming to you too. But first there's like a whole, like, I feel like almost like an identity crisis for you, like a whole shift. So I wouldn't be surprised if like either one of the eclipses or both of the eclipses hit very personal points in your chart, because I feel like it's massive changes. And let's pull a last guidance card for you for the eclipse season. A guidance card, please, for pile 3. Guidance card for pile 3. Ooh! It's saying to travel if you can. Travel. If you can't physically travel, it's talking about learning new thing, connecting with your guides. It says tap into higher consciousness, look out for synchronicities. So the more you feel tapped in, connected with your guides, with the universe, the more it will be clear what kind of blessings want to come to you, because initially we had the have faith, beautiful blessings are coming. So let's read that card to finish this reading. So keywords are connection to source, teacher, guide, higher learning, travel, international, open-minded, beliefs, blessing, and it's connected to Jupiter, which is a planet of blessings. So it's confirming again that beautiful blessings after this eclipse season are coming for you, but you are right now making important changes in order for the universe to come to you with beautiful blessings. The universe is currently moving things around to help guide you and to bring synchronicities into your experience. Look for patterns, repeating numbers, signs, dreams, and random encounters. Those are not random. In fact, they are your spirit guide's way of communicating through multi-dimensionality. Open up space for receiving messages and guidance, and you shall receive. Sagittarius is a sign of teachers, higher knowledge, and guides. You may be asked to become a teacher or a guide for another, or the universe may present you with one, either in the physical realm or the invisible realm. You are ready to expand your consciousness and to further journey on your path to spiritual enlightenment. A phase of important spiritual evolution is opening, and your connection to your higher self and spirit guides is the key. May you be surrounded by all the blessings of the universe and the highest frequencies available. Wow. So just believe that whatever changes you feel are necessary at the time of this eclipse season, it's because you are removing blockages, you are connected with your soul, you are connected with your divine path, and with a lot of blessing coming your way after this period of change. This seems like it's very pivotal, and it seems like you needed a message of validation because maybe you feel like you're crazy, or I don't know, like maybe you feel like you're not reasonable for wanting to travel, to relocate, to do, or to move into the unknown. But this is your confirmation that yes, you are, because you are actually listening to your soul. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a like. It really helps me and the channel grow. Do make sure you all subscribe, and I would love to know your comments about this reading in the comments down below this video. Would love to know if that resonates, what is happening in your experience around this eclipse. And I'm sending you so much love, so much guidance, so much positive changes on your way. And clarity also, I feel like, is what you need. And beautiful blessings. All my love to you. I'll see you very soon. And let me know if you'd like me to do other pick a card readings. And if you have inspiration also on what you'd like me to read on. Love you, everyone. Bye-bye.